Hello, Leo. This is your reading for the week of April 13th, or when you hear it and it resonates. And Leo, the first thing that I heard as I was starting to work with the cards, I heard the word Byron Katie, and I know that author, and she does a lot of work with flipping scripts. So what do I mean? If you say, for example, what do you think is the truth about this situation? Okay. This person rejected me. Do you know that for sure? No, I don't. Okay, what happens if you flip that around and say, I rejected them? And I know it sounds maybe silly, but what it does is it helps you reframe things. And Leo, that's good for you because sometimes you can come off as really strong and really powerful with standing by your position and your points of reference as though absolutely you know. But a lot of times that is kind of bluster. It's coming from fear. And it can be coming from fear. The thing with you, Leo, is with you're really strong. You've got a very strong ego, which when it's balanced is absolutely dynamic and magnificent, and you can do amazing things. Thing is, the fear can hide underneath all of that bluster a lot more easily than somebody that doesn't have a really strong ego. So sometimes you're being motivated by fear at an unconscious level. Fear of rejection, fear of not being loved, fear of fear. And so what you're being told here, Leos, is this is a good time for you to just kind of settle back a little bit and let yourself be quiet, because the thing is, have you ever noticed when you're thinking a lot, it sounds loud, but you don't know it's loud until you stop all thought, and all of a sudden you notice the peace around you. But in the meantime, it's been all chaos in here. You're being asked, take some quiet time. Allow yourself to, whatever situation you might be going through actively, or if you're using tools to uncover patterns and become aware of things historically for you, remember, please, to be curious and compassionate with yourself when you're looking at things, and also other people, because sometimes your defensiveness or your insult, it's, what is it they say, adding insult to injury. Sometimes it's more that you're insulted than you're actually hurt. And so can you check in with that and see, and if you're not really hurt, how would you react differently? And also, how would you react differently when you remember the fact that God has total compassion, that the divine is there and present, and you're getting the head over heels card, which says, if you're going through something now, can you can you remind yourself of the sacred? Can you remind yourself of Source and your presence and the fact that everybody is an aspect of Source? We are all united. We're all part. So when you, and that's the other thing too, Leo, is often when you're standing in your position and you're not giving in because someone hurt you, you're hurting yourself as well, because you're in that energy of continued hurt. You're continuing to stay hurt by that person and remembering that hurt. You haven't processed that out of your system. So there we go, can you look at the past? How is it showing up now in the present? And what do you want to take with you into the future? Do you want to? I would look at this and I would say, Leo, if you get the chance to really take a moment to realize that you can cut yours, and I'm literally seeing it now. There are strings that are tying you to the past that you see as ropes, but they're not. They're strings. When I say tying you to the past, tying you to past hurts, they're just strings. You can cut them. It's your choice. It really is your choice, Leo. You can be happier and freer when you choose to let old grudges and old hurts go and see life with a more compassionate view. And that'd be really good for you right now, Leo. You take care.